What is the difference between a cracker and a chip? Kraft asked that very question when they decided to launch Ritz Toasted Chips, an extension of their Ritz cracker brand. The buttery Ritz cracker has been popular since its launch in 1934, and Kraft wanted to expand the brand by developing a new product that would bring Ritz into a new category. Kraft needed to do market research, the method of accumulating information from external and internal sources, in order to understand what would be the best product to create and introduce on the market.
Ritz had introduced a number of line extensions, new flavors, and so forth over the previous few years, but hadn't really added a lot of additional volume to the line. They'd been purchased mostly by existing users. So the goal of this program was to introduce something under the Ritz name that would really add incremental volume to the Ritz business.
Through its extensive consumer insights and its work with AC Nielsen, Kraft gathered and interpreted information that helped them understand the snack food market. Statistics showed that the chip category was growing twice as fast as the cracker category. Kraft knew that achieving even a small share of the growing chip market would grow their business tremendously. Kraft understood that one way to grow the brand would be to create a Ritz cracker that had the characteristics of a chip. They also knew that to appeal to their current consumers, the new product would have to retain some Ritz qualities. Market research would help them find that balance. Once they decided that the new product would be a Ritz chip, Kraft began investigating what makes a chip a chip. This question would be central to every step of the process.
We found that there are a number of differences in people's perceptions of chips and crackers. Crackers tend to be eaten by older people than chips. They tend to be eaten more in the winter, whereas chips tend to be eaten in summer. Crackers tend to have a little older imagery, whereas chips are seen as younger and more fun, more exciting, more intensely flavorful. So there were a lot of differences.
Studies showed that chips and crackers differ in shape, texture, and flavor. This information helped Kraft set texture and taste parameters for the prototypes used during the product development segment of the project.
Chips are more irregular, they're thin, they're crispy, whereas crackers are denser, more cake-like. So we needed to incorporate those chip-like qualities in our new product in order to have it appeal to people as a chip. We did find, though, that the Ritz name carries a lot of implications of butteriness and buttery flavor, so we needed to keep those flavor notes in the chip product that we were developing.
Through focus group feedback, Kraft was able to learn how to best position the new product.
We had to understand how to talk about this product to consumers to get them to understand what it was from our advertising and positioning. And what we learned as we started to talk about descriptive language was that baked was a word that didn't really connote flavor for our consumers, whereas the term toasted really said flavorful to them, and it sounded more chip-like.
Finally satisfied with product and positioning, Kraft was faced with a critical decision about store placement.
When it came time to actually put the product on the shelf during our introduction, we had a major decision to make. We have a major presence in the cracker aisle, the cookie and cracker aisle, with the products that Kraft already has there, and Ritz has a big presence in that area. This was a chip item. And so a lot of discussion about whether we should try and put the product in the chip, the salty snack part of the store. Ultimately, we decided not to do that. It's very difficult to put a single new product in a section of the store where you don't already have a presence. So we made the decision to put it in the area that we're already in.
Traditionally, most crackers come in a box and chips come in bags. Kraft looked at many box and bag alternatives, but decided on a bag since many consumers associate bags with chips. Kraft developed a special bag that can stand up on a shelf, like a box. They also chose big, bold graphics that are more chip-like in feel. These packaging features help set the Ritz Toasted Chips apart from crackers on the shelves around them. Kraft launched Ritz Toasted Chips in 3 flavors to great success. Results were better than predicted, and since the launch, Kraft has added a 4th flavor of Ritz Toasted Chips and launched a Wheat Thins Toasted Chips product line.
Market research played a central role to the success of Ritz toasted chips from the beginning, in terms of the idea, the concept behind it, understanding the differences between where we were from a cracker standpoint to where we needed to go. That informed the design of the product, the design of the package, that even informed where we put the product in the store. It was really central to the whole effort to introduce this new item on the Ritz line, and we've had a huge success with it in the marketplace.